pull the wool over everyone's eyes forever anymore, because now you don't just have like 3, 4, 5, 6 sources of information, right?
Exactly.
What do you got now? You've got a million independent voices,
Exactly.
and everybody can like kind of find the person that they trust. And the people that a lot of people trust, well, more people will flock to them because people know they're trustworthy. They've got a track record of being trustworthy, right? Which you can't get a track record of trustworthy from any of the legacy news organizations, whether it be, you know, Hollywood Reporter, the Varieties, the CNNs, the MSNBCs, the Fox Newses. You know, it's like all of them, you know what I mean? It's like you know, to a certain degree that it's like, but you know what? If you go to the, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to think outside of the Fellowship, who like your favorite, like kind of independent reviewer might be. But like, you know, your Critical Drinkers of the world, or, you know, even if you like, you know, old, what's her face? Little Miss Blondie. Oh, and she's got the glasses, and she's always kind of, Grace Randolph. You know what I mean? She's still, I mean, yeah, she's kind of a Disney shill. She's basically on their payroll, but like she also told everybody, I'm not reviewing Marvel Zombies because I watched it for 5 minutes and had to turn it off. So maybe that Disney check ain't clearing so much anymore. I don't know. But that's the nice part about it is you've got all of this democratization to it. You've got all this decentralization to it now, to where like, you can't get away with just lying to everybody forever anymore and expect to get away with it anymore. At some point, the dam just breaks and everybody wakes up to your BS and things drastically change.
And especially with normal people, because they know what would make their state great, and you know, they already know the concerns of what's going on around them, so they just try to look for the person, because like you said, access media will tell you one thing, and then you'll be like, well, that doesn't make any sense, because I don't have a problem with white supremacists. We don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I have a problem with this person that doesn't know how to speak English driving, and he hit my car. Like and he's operating a 16-wheeler. That's my problem. And then you try to find the person that says this is the reason why this is happening, and now the person
and here's how we fix it. And that's the other thing. And how we fix it, because we have plenty of people that'll come in there and identify the problem. You know, there's a million NGOs, there's a million private organizations out there. There's a million people who will gladly sit there and point out the problem all day long. But do you have a solution to fix it? And I think that's what builds loyalty, you know, for a lot of this kind of stuff, whether it be, you know, fixing a, you know, a local problem with, I mean, let's just be honest, illegal aliens. And like, trust me, I'm 2 hours north of the border. Okay. Trust me. I got what you see. There's certain license plates that you avoid very far. If you see one on your road, you avoid that thing as far as you possibly can.
The thing that I didn't notice was that if there's crime in your city, that there's like certain benefits and like money that you can get out of it. I had no idea about this until I heard about it. Where it's
the federal grant system. It's the grant system.
Yes, it's the grant. Yeah, I had no freaking. So I go back to the times where every single political person would be like, "We're going to take care of crime." By
paying you. Because you live in a crime-riddled area.
Well, and what it is the idea behind it. It's just like those grants that we were having issues with in like the video games, and like the grant that got Robin in the Hood made, right? Mm-hmm. It's one of those situations where there's all this treasure. Yeah, that treasure. So it's like there's all this federal money that just comes out and just gives money for that. Oh, well, you live in a crime-stricken neighborhood. Here's a grant that's gonna use to fix up your neighborhood. Oh, well, last year's grant didn't work. Well, that's cool. You can reapply this year. Oh, Robin in the Hood you made last year didn't get enough ratings and enough advertising money to grant a second year. That's okay. You can apply for another government grant. We'll give you more people. We'll give you more fans' tax dollars, and we'll allow you to make another crappy season of your show paid for by the federal government. You know, and so that's why it always ends up coming down to, that's why decentralization is best, and no main authority with any major or massive amount of anything is a good idea, whether in Hollywood or government for that matter.
One thing I did want to touch on is the whole idea of decentralization. the reason with what I think why it's very scary for news stations and all that stuff, that the internet is becoming its own thing. It's not just that you're finding a personality that you like to go over and listen to and get the news from. It's also unlocks this entire idea of the autism that is the internet, where you have someone lie on the internet. Just have someone lie, anyone lie, and you will have a billion people attached to the internet that's like, well, is that the fucking truth? And then they'll go over and they'll start just because they want to, just because they want to know the answer, will start investigating on their own, no pay, and we'll just try to find it. That's how fucking Kiwi Farms is. So that's what I do very much love about it is...
Hey, Sunker.
Yes?
Yeah.
Do you hear the voice change in here?
That's a voice change?
No.
There's
no voice change.
Oh, maybe it's not working.
Oh.
Sorry. But that's
What about this one?
Jesus Christ, that's loud.
Can you hear it?
The demons have arisen.
Well, yes, I can.
What about this one?
Yes,
Okay.
I can hear that one as well.
This sounds like a 1940s like news person.
Well, the top story at 8.
The Dodgers are going to win the World Series.
It's supposed to be a creepy doll.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good. I can't hear it on my end. That's how I'm asking.
Sounds like BioShock.
It does a little bit.
Sure, that's what that does. Anyway. Whatever, so I'm finishing thought and they're ready to that fabulous little intro of mine.
Sunker, finish your thought, and then I'm gonna do that fabulous intro of ours.
Oh no, it's
You
just
still
a
have
very
River?
funny thing of you not needing to rely on news stations as much anymore because you have a whole bunch of people who will become their own journalists just to go over and find the answer to whether or not someone lied.
And the chat will always go, actually, that's not true. Because I'm amazed at how quick chat will just, like, if you're stuck on something in your stream, the chat will just know the answer. So that's why I'm always skeptical about information that I give to chat. And chat will be like, wait a minute, Mr. Hardcore Mode. That's not right.
Dude, that like the chat that's the chat is best, dude. We have like the ultimate research. I have always said that collectively we are unbeatable when it comes to a knowledge base. Like you can have 5 people in your chat and one of them will be the fastest internet search history person on the planet, dude. They will find whatever you need. If they've got 2 seconds, they will find it. They will find it before you finish your thought process. It is absolutely insane. And that's only if they don't just already know it off the top of their head.
Yeah, that's what
that's my favorite part too. So many of them just know this stuff off the top of their head. We have so many just awesome nerds in our chats that just know this stuff. I absolutely love it. Well, speaking of nerds, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to some classic Who. We got a series to work on. We got 2 more episodes in this series. So let's get started with this fabulous intro. Plus, we got bills to pay. Rent's due.
Disgrace when Doctor Who was good, when it burned like it should, when the TARDIS doors slammed and the monster still stood. A sunken maiden, her yell so clear echoes in the ocean you can unhear. Cybermen marching steel on steel, fear was all too real. Common nerd ranting, hands in the air. Gallifrey's gone, he's pulling his hair. When Doctor Who was good, when it burned like it should, when the stories had weight, and the endings were Mr. Grant Gregory, he knows it all, the rise, the fall, the cannon call with his scarf and his specs and his books stacked tall. Grant Gregory, tell us
How are we doing tonight, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? This is Jesse with the Common Nerd, bringing you pop culture and all things right through a common sense lens. And welcome to another wonderful edition of When Who Was Good, boys and girls. We're back at it with some classic Who tonight, the William Hartnell era. We're having a good time. This is the Keys of Marnius. We're having a fun time out there. We've got some crazy AI kind of robot stuff going on right now, which is absolutely fascinating and kind of fitting and kind of crazy considering all the AI stuff we've got going on right now. And AI made our song for this evening, you know, obviously with a whole lot of influence and a little help and a whole lot of strangling and frustration and probably a few too many hours spent because I'm anal retentive on things, but nonetheless, it did help out. And so fun, nonetheless, we're back at that with this evening. So that'll be a good time. We've obviously still got our special guest for the series, Mr. Hardcore Mode. And of course, Sunker Maiden is here. Mrs. Common Nerd is over there coughing out a lung, saying hi to everybody. And it was a good time, boys and girls. We had a great Bible study earlier today, going through the book of Isaiah. Other than a few others showed up. We had some new faces out there in the chat. That was a good time. So we certainly appreciate that. We're going to have a good time this evening, boys and girls. Yeah, would you like some water? Would you like to take a little drink or something over there? Okay, there you go. Just checking out things out there. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get back at tonight. It should be a fun time. We're having a grand time going through all of this kind of stuff out there. So, Mr. Hardcore Mode, since this is your second time here and you're not special anymore. How you doing, buddy? What have you been up to? How's your week been? How's everything going for you?
Man, I'm doing. I've been doing pretty good, man. I just had a stream, Hard Rant stream, not too long ago. It was busting. I think I got a raid from Gamer Empress, and we were talking about the censorship with Steam and how we know now definitively what certain games have been getting banned for, you know, because of the adult content and stuff. We know now that Steam is there is no boss when it comes to Steam. They have certain guidelines with Steam when you're working there, and there definitively is no boss. Everybody is the same. There's no management, no boss. So if everyone's the boss, then that just creates echo chambers and a whole lot of communist liberal craziness that I just don't like. So now I'm just like, I want to dive into this information a little bit more. I made one video about it, and I'm probably going to make a second video about it if I get some more information. So, yeah, I want to bust this whole story wide open and tell it to Steam and tell them to leave us alone and let us make games.
No, I love that. I love to hear that too, because I know, and that's exactly kind of what we were talking about during the foreplay. Was a lot of that kind of stuff. Is you've got so much of that now. You've got independent people going out there and just looking at. I mean, you're just a guy. You're just a guy on the internet who loves playing video games, and as your name implies, going hardcore mode and playing like some of the most difficulty levels because you're a masochist and you love torturing yourself.
Yeah.
And so it's one of them situations where it's like, and you're seeing this stuff. And that's my favorite part. Cause I'd always said the gaming industry was going to change the fastest, right? The gaming industry was going to change the fastest because gamers, it's not like you get a bad movie on Netflix, right? What are you paying? You're paying $10 a month, or you're paying the ad tier for $20 or $25 a month or whatever it is, right? You get one bad show. Okay. Well, you still got for those of you out there who are fans, your 5,000 episodes of The Office or whatever the hell it is, or in the case of my wife, or 5 million episodes of CSI versions and stuff like that. So who cares, right? No big deal, right? You got one bad movie. A video game, on the other hand, you're talking at minimum 3 years, more likely 5 to sometimes even longer, 8 years of development, $500 million invested at bare minimum. And then you're going to slap somebody a price tag of $70 to $80, or in some cases, $130 if you want that top tier package, right? If you want that top tier package.
Exactly.
And I was like, when I watched Saints Row, that reboot, right? Because I loved the Saints Row series. Absolutely loved it. I spent like a month playing through all of those when I got like a free trial PlayStation Network. I played every one of those games in order. I love those damn games.
My favorite.
They're stupid, they're ridiculous, they're over the top, and they know that. And so they just crank it up as far to 11 as they can in every single game to try to go crazier and dumber. And I watched that Saints Row reboot happen. That thing collapsed overnight. We knew it was going to be woke, and then on top of it, it came out being a broken and buggy mess. That thing right there was the canary in the coal mine, because everything that followed that was the exact same path, right? Dragon Age Veilguard, buggy on launch, woke as shit. Star Wars Outlaws, woke as shit, broken and buggy on launch. Like there's a
Borderlands 4.
So which one?
Borderlands 4. It was buggy as shit when it came out, and Outer Worlds 2. And then another one which kind of made everybody go, oh yeah, we do like attractive and the rule of cool characters. Concord. Concord came out, a woke travesty, and everybody unanimously said, I don't want to play as the fat chick. All at the same time.
Grenade! She literally was shaped like a grenade!
Yeah, she was shaped like she had a fupa. And I was just like, what did you think was going to happen? And then you made the robot a they, them, and then everybody said, I'm not going to play this game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, one of the main things, like games have always been sent out buggy. They've always been set out, but like that has become more and more of a thing because when we've been having day one
sent out buggy.
Not always, but it was becoming much more of a running thing, especially with day one patching.
Becoming a running thing until the ability for the internet and patching. Because guess what? When I bought a Nintendo 64 game from the store, that game played just fine.
You remember the 360 days?
Entire time.
Yeah, he's going with the
entire time I have been playing video games, I have bought one broken game that I could not finish, and that was the Deadpool game for PlayStation 3. That's the only game I have never been able to finish because it was broken. Okay. Now they will make you pay an $80 game, and on day one you have to patch it.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Day one, you have
it's an excuse
that
game.
That's been happening for the past 10 years.
Excuse for them.
Yeah, like no longer can we say Bethesda magic. No, you just suck at making video games now.
Oh yeah,
like it's over. If you have a buggy game and you're playing Starfield, you just suck. You just suck now because it can't be just like we'll try better. And he's like, the Bethesda bugs are coming back. I don't want to hear anybody say, the Bethesda jank again. No, you're done. It has run out its course. It is no longer funny. Just the same thing with like all the other games. But yes, back in the 360 days, every game came out. We did not complain about the games being buggy. We complained about the 360 having the red ring of death. We didn't complain about the games. We complained about the console.
Yes.
The games were just fine.
Yes.
By the way, I also have a book by it's called the Archimedes Engine. It's a game called Exodus by the same people. The Exodus is going to be a sci-fi game made by the same people, and get this, that did KOTOR. They were kicked out by BioWare, and they were like, "Fuck it, we'll just make our own thing." So this is what they're working on. They did Mass Effect as well. Now they're doing this. So I'm going to read up on the lore and make a video about it.
Good. Yeah, that's one of the things. That's one of the other things I love about all of this independence and decentralization now is you have all of this old guard that made all of these legendary games in the modern, and like I say modern era, I mean like the last 20 years, the guys that are still alive, right? The guys that made the legendary games in the last 20 years. And because they've all been forced out of the industry now, either by choice or by forced out, like, you know, he hugged somebody for too long, kind of like what happened to Lasseter over at Disney. Right.
Shit.
And so it's like stuff like that. And so now they're all like, you know what? Yeah, we're just going to go do our own studios because all of this technology is so cheap and easily accessible now. And it was really funny too, because there's like one of them that like formed over in like the UK or something like that. And one of the guys was like, one of the interviewers, one of the, you know, mainstream journalists asked him, he goes, "So are you guys going to be like, you know, you guys are going to like help out like up and comers and stuff like that?" And they're like, "If we see talent, yeah.
Wow.
But otherwise, no. Like, we're here to make good games, and you can't cut it. You can't cut it." And that's just the way it is. You know, we're not, you know, this is just us doing this. You know, it's not like we're not Sony, you know, who can just hire people for the sake of hiring folks. You're going to be here. You got to produce something. But speaking of people that can produce, Sunker Maiden, what are you up to? I could have used that intro for my wife too.
Shouldn't reproduce.
Whoa!
Wait.
This moment.
That's okay.
At this moment, yeah.
That's fair.
At this moment.
I just said reproduce. I didn't say reproduce. Speaking of reproducing, how are you, baby?
Hey, congrats.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that would have been a funny way.
We already got out of that recently.
Yeah, we still got two diapers right now.
I'm doing good. Ready to get started.
Yeah. How was you just? Oh, okay, fine, whatever. I was going to ask you your stream went earlier, but okay, never mind. Whatever. Honey, are you doing okay? Are you done coughing and dying over there now? How are you? How's your day been? Yes. Are you happy with your McDonald's and your brother? Good.
Bikinies. Give me some chicken nuggets.
Right, there you go. Sorry, she wanted to light the incense. I was trying to get her on for the intro. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat. But as a friendly reminder, if you are over there on YouTube or catching this on the replay, we do appreciate you. We love you. We're almost at like 2,400 now over there on the new YouTube channel. So make sure if you're watching this, you subscribe, like, do all that kind of fun stuff. Share it out with all your friends. But because of YouTube's bots, because of all that ridiculous over there, and because BBC and everybody else is in a desperate attempt to monetize absolutely every single half second of any kind of footage of theirs that is on the internet out there, and even though the United States laws under fair use clearly state what we are doing is transformative, and we talk about things we review. Some girl asked for one more pause before we're done at the end of the night, and we will talk about all the kind of fun things going on out there. And boys and girls, unfortunately, that's the way things work. So if you're watching this over on YouTube, make sure you join us over on Rumble at the Common Nerd, or on Kick, or on Pilled, any one of those fun platforms out there that you can find us on. If for some reason you don't like Rumble, there are other options out there. So we're going to say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there. Everybody will talk a little bit about what we liked from the last episode that we remember. And then we're going to jump over to the new episodes over on Rumble. So please join us over there if you haven't already. I appreciate that. So let's say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat. We got Melissa Smith coming in over on YouTube saying first. Good to see you, Melissa. Glad you made it as well. And oh, yes, boys and girls, as always. Yeah. Rent's due Rumble deposit was a little short this month, so if you can, direct donations are a wonderful way to help out the channel. You can play that Get Mrs. and Common Nerd stoned, so we'll do dabs on here, and you can watch Mrs. Common Nerd cough her head off even more, and I will join in as well. And then obviously we got Dancing Baby, Dancing Sunker, Sunker making out with a lizard, Sunker has sweater vests, all of those kind of fun things. And actually, Mrs. Common Nerd and I have our Halloween outfits as well, so we can always go and do the Medusa and Zeus thing, like you guys might have seen some pictures of out there as well too. So all of those are fun options. You got whatever way you guys want to torture us, just let us know. Direct donations will be very much appreciated, and I'll make sure that's pinned in whatever chat wherever I need to make sure all that kind of stuff.
Drinking.
Looks like egg.
It's a pina colada.
The milk of the poppy.
It looks like eggnog.
Well, eggnog comes later. Apparently, Trucker Rob has a thing about eggnog, so I'm going to tease him by getting into it.
I love
You
eggnog.
should
That
put
works.
a ring of
I
pineapple on.
I can't do the smell.
Oh, man.
Oh no! What does it smell like?
I hate
it. I don't know how to explain it, but enjoy. Have a good one.
Vibrant egg.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
The camera
All
loves
right. This eccentric, and because some of the guys who are on Rumble don't show up normal like they should, so I have to pull those out. But this eccentric was first over on Rumble, so that's what I needed to make sure I got on that one. Spartacus, another one of our fine channel subscribers. Which shout out to everybody that came in on the Bible study earlier today. We got like 4 new members on the Bible study earlier today, so that was really cool. That doesn't normally happen out there, so appreciate you guys. Spartacus, another one of our fine channel subscribers. Kyo Saber sneaks in. Good to see you, buddy. Glad you made it in as well. Let's see here. True Survivor Cinema. What's up, buddy? Glad you made it in as well. True Survivor. And Kyo Saber is another one of our fine channel subscribers as well. Hassa Hoppa says the jig is up. Time to cheese it, Kyle. There you go. Good to see you, Hassa Hoppa. Love it. I love it. I love it. Blarf. Oh, he got caught. All right. What else we got out there? Yards Richard Nerd. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. But Jack Tarlad, what's up, buddy? Weaponized autism, indeed.
Yep.
Jack, another one of our fine channel subscribers. There you go.
We know the fifth person that was wearing the red shirt in Star Trek and his name and his birth certificate. And I'm like, how do you know the 5th red shirted person in Star Trek that died? Everybody knows about the red shirted person in Star Trek.
Oh,
always like, oh yeah.
The red shirts always die first. They're the sacrificial guys.
And you guys just know the cast. I can't know the cast. I'll know maybe the protagonist, but you guys will know the guy that shows up in 5 seconds. And I'm like, how do you know his name? Oh yeah, he was in this one movie. And I'm like, bullshit. And I look it up and I'm like, they know.
Dude, no, it's even fucking better because they go over and they're like, there's actually a background entire thing written where he was involved in a book, and actually here's its entire profile. It's like, the fuck?
That actually happens a lot to us with like Doctor Who and like either Spartacus or Mr. Grant Gregory. May he rest in peace. I don't know if he's dead or if the emus are just really, really holding him down. But whichever one it is, we love you either way, Grant. But like that's how it'll work too. We'll like make up this whole story about something. Like, actually, let me tell you about what happened in like this big finish drama, radio drama or something. Or like, oh my god. Yeah, no, but it's funny about that, and that's why I said I'm just your humble common nerd, right? I know a few folks out, I know a few things out there, but like there's some people out there like it's their thing, dude. And it's always so funny to me too. That's why I always laugh at all of these Hollywood folks. And I'm gonna keep saying hi to you guys in the chat here in a second though, because I always thought it was so funny is you guys thought you were smarter than guys that could memorize the amount of rivets that the Death Star contained.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then could tell you how many were in each subsection. You guys thought you were smarter than those folks?
Yeah.
Dude.
And some of those folks that have made those timeless stories and those TV shows actually used to be in war. And when they had time, they would make these characters and these creatures and all this stuff. So they had time on their hands. And like Tolkien, for example, he came out and he was like, let me just make a kick-ass story on Aragorn's sword. And I'm just like, Jesus, there's like a whole book about this sword. And I'm like, it's just one sword, but there's more.
Well, with Tolkien, he was building a history. That was the whole, like, in a way, Lord of the Rings and all the other media, all the other stories he made after and around Lord of the Rings, it was always building a history. That's why all of his books, everything feels very solid when you're going through it. Everything feels so solid. It doesn't feel like if I look behind the curtain, he's not going to have an answer. There's an answer for everything.
Yes, ma'am. I plan on getting the books myself so I could read them instead of just watching the movies.
Bro, like, you can just listen to the audiobooks, and I think they're actually better because they were stories he would read to his son.
Oh,
so,
man, I need to get married.
It's good for your soul. Good for your life. It's good for your life.
But yeah, like these are stories he would tell his son, like verbally. So I actually think it sounds better and everything comes across better when you're hearing it. It's one of the few times where hearing it is actually much, much better.
True.
There you go. Lilith, what's going on? No worries, Lilith. Get some rest. This is my best. I need rest. I'll be lurking. All right. Sounds good, Lilith. Be lurking. Sounds good, Lilith. Lurk away. Oh, there you go. Good to see you, Lilith. First Demon Lilith. There you go. First Demon Lilith is one of the ones we met on over on one of Digny's streams. So yeah, the dignified gentleman. Foreplay, what stream did I turn into? The same one you turn into every week, Kyo Saber. The one where we take over the. Oh wait, sorry, wrong show. Yeah, there's Buggy and then there's Ass.
Did I accidentally join a Revolution channel?
I mean,
Are you prepared to be radicalized?
Are you prepared to be radicalized? Why?
Look, man, we're the secret society. Okay?
That was the most. Why did my testosterone kick in when she's like, "Are you prepared to be radicalized?" And I'm like,
well, now that makes way more sense when they had hot chicks in commie outfits, like join the revolution.
I'm mad that the Nazis had kick-ass coats. I'm so mad.
Fair.
They stole the cool coats away from everybody else. They stole the cool coats away from everybody else. Brimstone, what's up, buddy? This is greetings, Sunker Maiden. Greetings, Brimstone. I got to get to this though, real quick. Go ahead, hit it. I know you wanted to. Go ahead.
You're back.
Ho ho ho! Green giant.
For Sunker, did you hear it, Sunker? Did it come through? Okay, good. Just making sure we're doing it. But I got to get to this real quick. And Spartacus, do you want Doctor Who outfits or do you want Halloween outfits? Let me know. Spartacus for $100 over on the Streamlabs side. Thank you, my friend. There we go. Which? Oh. I mean, we still can. Spartan.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no. Oh, I don't know. No. I don't know which way you did it. I don't know if that's working or not. Spartacus. He says, do what you want. You want Halloween outfits or do you want Doctor Who outfits? Oh, okay. I don't care either. Okay, there we go. But yeah. Cool, sweet. We'll dope. We'll be finished saying hi to the chat, and then we'll figure that out here in a little bit. Sunker.
Are you okay, Sunker?
I'm good.
Okay, good. She's okay. Brimstone, what's up, buddy? We'll let the chat decide. We'll let the chat figure it out then. Good to see you, Brimstone. Glad you made it. And thank you for the follow over on Rumble as well, Brimstone. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you very much. Good to see you, Brimstone. Cat fight. That's right. We got too much egg, needs more nog. I agree, Hash. Never enough nog. Eggnog is great. That's right. Your average Patriot nerd. You're damn right.
Ew.
That's right. Ensign Ricky. That's right. Jack Tarlette. Peter Bergman fan site. What's up, fan site? Says fan research. That's right. Fan research. Ain't nothing better than fan research. Yeah, exactly. We do all the legwork. Exactly, fan site. The fans do all. As I said, if you guys would just listen to us, we'd take care of 90% of your job if you would just shut up and listen to us. That's all it would take. That's all it would take. Oh my gosh, that is so great. Let's see. Oh, you guys are being ridiculous. Can't take you anywhere. Revive and modernize the blue uniforms of the U.S. Army. There you go. Super late dinner tonight. No worry, fan site. No worries. No worries. Jack says Doctor Who outfits. Well, there you go. You clearly didn't see the Halloween outfits. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go.
I don't think she did.
No, I think we should definitely do the Halloween outfits. But anyway. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we'll do that here in just a second. And did we get anybody? Nope, nobody's over on Kick yet. Fan site will probably be coming over and hanging out on Kick here in a little bit. But yeah. All right. Well, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So we'll let Hardcore go first. What did you think of last week's episode? All of that you remember and all of the kind of things that you may or may not have enjoyed.
Yeah. Sorry. What I enjoyed about the last 2 episodes that we had, I thought the perspective that they did with Barbara, how everything was in pristine condition with everybody else that has been, indoctrinated, but her, since it slipped off of her forehead, I thought that was really amazing, because if you see through Barbara's eyes, the place is obviously different, but if you see through everybody else who's indoctrinated, everything just seems fine. But I also enjoyed the fact that one of the side characters, he displayed himself as being really indoctrinated very, very well. That would be Sunken Maiden's favorite character, Man with Thighs. And he played his part very, very well. The way he expresses his face was almost kind of like the person who plays as Pennywise, where he has that expression of there is ill intent in his eyes, and then he goes back to, oh yeah, you guys can trust me. But it harkens back to the days when, I don't know, let's just say when we had good stories and good acting, you know what I mean? So I think we peaked around 2009 with movies, and seeing stuff in black and white, it's like pristine like acting. And yes, I enjoyed it, and I am interested in seeing what's going to happen next, especially with them losing Sarah.
Excellent. Good. I like to hear that. Yeah, Susan wandering off. Sunker, what did you think of last week's episode with all of your fun fan noises in the background?
You're still
Oh
going.
dear, I am sorry. It was hot. I just opened up the window. I was wondering whether or not I was getting caught up. I can't hear me any more than he can hear his own auto-tune voice. You son of a bitch.
I know that's because yeah, I used to be able to do it, but it's weird how things work now. Anyway, go ahead. What did you think about the last week's episode before I turn another voice on? Don't make me do it. I'll hit the button.
Oh, you want to stay longer, hon? I got all day.
How do we go? What's going on? I have no idea what you're talking about.
No. Okay. No, this was. I'm really liking this arc so far because unlike all the other ones, this one feels like it has a lot more stakes involved. This one, it's much more dangerous. It's much more thrilling. It has a fuck ton of murder, and it's not it's not showing the grotesque display of it, but they're like, yeah, this fucker just got stabbed. Yeah, this shit's going on. This person's gonna go get killed.
Mm-hmm.
I also like that it's really establishing the connection with the Doctor as with his companions and with Susan, where we're seeing now the full development of, at the start, he would never let Susan walk around with these companions.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's trusting them enough to where, like, okay, Susan, you go with them. I'm going to go with these guys. It'll all work out because this makes the most logistical sense. So I'm going to go. We're going to meet at the middle in terms of finding all the pieces. It also is, I believe, the first time we see the trope of getting a whole bunch of MacGuffins together in order to finish the plot, which is actually my first story of Doctor Who, which was finding the timepieces, which I just like. I instantly gravitated towards. So, liked it all very much. And a little bit of a shout out to going over and saving money on production is after they go over and they have Susan established, like, none of this is real. It saves so much money just to have the two actors act in an empty ass room with a cup. So it's just like, we can make a fake ass lab that's a fantasy, or we could stick your dumbasses in a room after establishing this is all a fantasy, and you guys just act like there's cool shit in there.
I totally forgot about that part. Yeah, you're correct. And yes, it is Susan, not Sarah. My bad. See, they'll do it. It's like, what'd you say? Did you say Sarah, sir?
Oh, no. Yeah, no. You walked into the Viper's Den with Who fans in this Rumble chat. Look. Some of these people made brand new accounts on a website they'd never even heard of, just so they could watch this show and make sure we didn't screw anything up and get any of our facts and figures wrong.
But they're not here to watch it.
They're dedicated.
They're watching me instead. That's kind of
yeah. Yeah, they're here to double check and make sure that everything you say is correct and that you don't get anything
show
wrong.
all over again.
No, they just correct you. In truth, they always love like actual fans and not like the weird fuckers that are just like, Doctor Who would be better if.
No, those aren't fans. Those aren't fans. Those are freaks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny. It's like, I've never heard the word tourist in my life. I walked into a comic shop at 8 years old and I knew what the word tourist meant. Don't you give me that bullshit. I've been in this hobby for 30 years and I've never heard the word tourist until recently. You a lying motherfucker. Don't blow that smoke up my ass, bitch.
For chicks, it was always the thing too, because there aren't a lot of girls in those fandoms a lot. Anytime you have a chick show up, the chick is usually given special treatment. So it's just like, no. I always give the chicks a little bit of a harder time. It's just like, are you actually here because you want to be here, or are you here for other reasons, bish?
Well, and even on top of that, too, it's like you'll have those chicks that come in and they're like, oh, wow, this is cute. Who are these toys?
Exactly.
This would be so cool in pink. But, honestly,
they were always great to begin with. They were always fabulous. They were the best hobbies out there. And the problem is nobody should
come in and interfere with them like there's some kind of data mining garbage nonsense. You just can't have this kind of stuff.
That's why gatekeepers are the most important thing in the world. You have to be a good steward of your fandom. Otherwise, it's just not going to pan out.
It's the reason why. Well, there's also another reason why girls come into like Doctor Who spaces. I know a lot of stuff is predominantly, men are into it, and then you always get that situation where it's you finally get a girlfriend, you blow her back out, and then when you do a good job, they pick up a book that's in your room. So is this Berserk? They're like, can I read the first book?
Dude, they become head first into that stuff.
They didn't like anime before they met you, and then you do a great job one night, and they're like, so this is Dragon Ball Z? What's this guy's name? Goku?
Mm-hmm.
and then boom.
What do you mean about the... What do you mean you like cat ears? Ooh, let me see how many different colors pair I can find. Yeah. That's how some of that stuff, or all of a sudden they're running around with a tail on at con. It's kind of wild how that ends up going sometimes.
Yep.
So yeah, it's kind of wild, but it's just, it's funny. That's way with a lot of these fandoms and stuff like that. But that's the thing. It's like this whole concept of like gatekeepers, like, oh, they treated me like poo. Well, they probably treated you like poo because you came in there acting like an asshole.
Yeah.
Let's be completely honest. Because like Sunker said, if a chick walks in the room and you come in there asking honest questions and you're legitimately curious, every fat, sweaty, nasty nerd in that room is going to surround you and be bringing you snacks and tea and offering you a massage while they're telling you every factoid about Superman's underwear from 1937. Okay, what I mean? It's like, don't give me this nonsense.
Nerds are the fucking nicest motherfuckers out there, especially because they're like, you're interested in the hobby? Let me usher you into this hobby, this thing of which I love. It's like, they're always the nicest motherfuckers.
I went to one of those kind of fairs that are like towards like medieval sort of like fairs.
Oh yeah, Ren fairs.
I had a question on one blade that was made in particular. And as soon as I asked, how is this made compared to the others? Some fat guy was like, and I was like,
push someone out the way. So
yeah, exactly. Just bump.
You fucked up.
and it was like
2 weeks later.
Yeah, exactly. My family just was like,
moment.
he'll follow us. He'll come. He'll
follow us.
Yeah,
he is our guide now.
Yeah.
Dude, that's how it goes too. That's why I always thought that stuff was always so dumb. It's like the people that complain about those are the ones that were never legitimately interested in the hobby. They were interested in making it a space for them, not coming in and understanding the space that they were in.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, there's a reason why they felt the need to do that. It's because they were so fucking annoying in whatever spaces they usually trend that they ended up going into.
Like they didn't make it into politics, so now they're here in video games, film, and all this
journalism.
stuff.
Yeah, the journalism especially is like that. They were too shitty of a writer to write for a legitimate political news organization, so instead they got a job in video games and then use that as a platform for their bullshit. Or in Hollywood, Hollywood's the exact same way.
Yeah, take a look at those IGN articles and you'll tell which one actually plays games and which one doesn't. I was like, this one guy was talking about the guns in the game like a freaking, like beyond a civilian. He's like, the guns do what they're supposed to do. And I'm like, who wrote that? What sentence? The guns do what they're supposed to do. You're a journalist. You need, where's your vocabulary? And anyway, I'll
bust out the thesaurus. You have access to the internet. Hurry up.
It is so bad. I love this. Geeky men will murder each other just to impress a girl who is showing some interest in geekdom. Yeah, exactly.
I went to the tabletop like area for seeing the Warhammer stuff for the first time. Bro, there was one cute girl there, and it was just like every time when she was in the corner of their eye, they'd be like, so I'll take my towel. And I'll 3 points of damage over here, and I'm just like, God, you guys are so obvious.
It's a mirage. They can't believe it.
Yeah, it's one of them. Go ahead, Sunker.
That's generally why I go over and make dick jokes and stuff. So I was like, no, I'm here. No worries. I'm here for this. Don't worry.
Yeah, there you go. Told her she wasn't the first female ever in the GB fan base, and she deserved all the trolling she got. That Peter Beckman fan site. I love it. At the Ghostbusters fan base. Well, and that's always. It's just those are the people out there that aren't just interested in things. And there's the other things too. It's like the girls that'll get a little bit of attention and then use and abuse the system for that kind of stuff too. And it's just, most people figure it out pretty quick. And that's, like I said, that just bringing us full circle back to everything from the beginning is just, that's what it ends up coming down to. They underestimated people that will spend their days and nights obsessing over something, memorizing facts and figures. And then y'all thought you were going to be able to pull the wool over on our eyes. You thought you were going to be able to do what you did to Doctor Who, Russell T Davies, and there would be no consequences. My video for I did a 30-minute video that was almost completely and totally freestyle over everything wrong with Doctor Who since Russell T Davies started. And that all premised on the fact that that Russell T Davies was going to bring back Susan, the Doctor's granddaughter. And there was an interview with Ford, the actress that played the character. And she described the scene that got cut because Shooty left, because they were always like, oh, oh yeah, we plan on going, yeah, because Shooty like quit, essentially. He quit the show. Yeah. And of course they tried to play it off like it was planned. And she's like, no, we had this whole other scene that was supposed to be in here, and it all got cut because he left and they did the Billy Piper nonsense. But she was supposed to be in there watching her grandfather dance around all free-spirited in the snow and yada, yada, yada. And so I just went on this tirade. So that'll come out tomorrow. If you're on Rumble, it'll be out early. But yeah, so it's like, so this is that and they suffered the consequences for it, right? The video game industry has lost hundreds of billions of dollars. The entertainment industry has lost hundreds of billions of dollars. Doctor Who as a future franchise is dead, and Russell T Davies did it. And I don't know what the hell they're going to do for that Christmas special next year. I guess they're going to bring Billy Piper back and David Tennant, because that's the only thing they got left is member berry.
Then they didn't Disney let go of them?
Yeah, Disney was like, yeah, they finally officially announced it. And the best part was Disney didn't even make a statement. Like, it was the BBC put out a statement. And it was so funny because for months they'd been telling us no official word would be announced until after the last episode of what of Disney paid for would air. Well, guess what? They still got a special coming out in 2 months. And so that was a lie too. It basically just got overwhelming. They couldn't deny it anymore. You know, Disney's done. They're not paying money for this shit anymore. They're broke.
I'm actually really caught up that she left prematurely. So that's basically established. She left prematurely. So why did he leave prematurely? Was he tired of the gay ass shit?
No.
So the rumor initially that we heard long before he ever made a statement was that his agent essentially told him, you've got opportunities in Los Angeles right now. You need to get the hell out of this show because the ratings are going down in flames and you don't want your name attached to this going forward. So you need to get out. And so what the public statement he made was, this early 30s guy who's in better shape than any of us on this panel by a long margin. Okay. We saw him in his shirt, his big V-neck picture where he's being all lovey with Russell T Davies on the red carpet. You know, homeboy's jacked. Okay. Right. Dude's in good shape. He said the work was getting too hard on his body and his knees just couldn't handle it anymore.
Not from the gay fucking like twirling you've been fucking doing.
Why would you say your knees?
Just for a second, let me finish this. So the first gay doctor under the first gay Doctor Who showrunner said he couldn't handle the show anymore because his knees couldn't handle it. You'll leave that to whatever you guys want to interpret that as. But needless to say, that was the public excuse they made. And then Disney, at the same time that they announced the Disney partnership, they also pulled another punt and said, well, we'll continue and we're going to do a Christmas special at the end of 2026. But they didn't say, and they didn't announce anything else other than they're getting a Christmas special at the end of 2026. So we don't know who the doctor's going to be. We don't know who's going to be in it. We don't know who the showrunner is going to be. We know Russell T Davies is writing the Christmas special for next year. So we know it's going to be gay as all get out, but who's going to come back? You know what I mean? Is it going to be Tennant? Because we know it's not going to be Shooty. So is it going to be Tennant? It's got to be Billy Piper at least, but we know she's not the doctor. So yeah, they've screwed that thing. They've screwed that pooch 7 ways to Sunday, and they've just written themselves into the worst possible corner that they can. And it's going to be hilarious to see what they do going forward. I'm laughing at it all at this point. I'm just laughing how hardcore at all of it.
Well, Shooty gets to go over and do more knee work in LA at least.
There you go. It's a fact. That's a fact. We sure Hardcore isn't in better shape. I mean, he might be. Oh, great. Now I've lost my administrative privileges again. Shout out to Rumble Studios. But hey, before we do that, I'm going to refresh this real quick, and then we're going to jump over to we're going to turn off the YouTube. But I got to.
Oh, hello.
I didn't do it.
Yes, you did. It's our show now.
Finally, I could tell the truth. We're getting diversity up in here.
Never mind.
ESG. Oh yeah. All right.
This is what happens. You leave the kids alone for 5 seconds. Okay. Everybody wonders why you shove them back out in the yard and you don't allow them to live in the house. Okay. This is what happens with white people. All right. You cannot allow this. They get uppity. They think they've got, it's just, you got to eventually shove them. You leave them alone for 5 seconds and they just burn the damn house down.
You can't say that. Not both of those children are white. So
I'm a fucking European mod. Apparently, there's Nigerian in me, so.
Ma'am, no one asked.
Oh, just fuck you too, cat! What the fuck?
I was just kidding. You're in trouble. We come back on the show and y'all talking about taking over. What are we raising here? Nazis?
Oh, God. Damn it. She said the N-word. Fuck. There goes the monetization on the whole damn stream. Thanks, honey. Good job. Please send those donations. We're going to need them now. Wow. Not like we ever make any money on YouTube ad revenue anyway. I'm just going to throw the link over here for a level of you for some reason, like the 10 of you over on YouTube for some reason that don't know how to find us over on Rumble. On that note, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to...
Look, I didn't know we were supposed to say it.
I'm just kidding. You can say no. I say Nazi in my videos. I just like fine. Just like because it was just so fun. It was a thing for a little while when when they changed some stuff a couple of years back. They got real weird with a few things. They get dumb sometimes. It happens. These things happen. But boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we have to jump over to the Rumble side of things now. YouTube, it's always so much fun. We love you. You're the best algorithm out there, unfortunately. So we hang out with you guys and we play with you. But unfortunately, your bots are stupid and they don't understand what the United States law is. You'd rather protect the corporations versus your citizens. So we understand your priorities, but that's okay. These things happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Sunker, Mrs. Common Nerd, tell you two good night. Nobody asked you.
Let the tits talk.
Oh, okay. All right.
Know your place in this world. You're the diversity hire, not the one we brought in to make money. We know what it meant. I used to wait tables. All right? I didn't bring you in here expecting money out of you.
We will do the motorboating around here. We will ask the questions.
Good night.
Holy fuck.